Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Obsidian Foxglove. Enjoy! Hello everybody and welcome back to my hardcore Spruce-Only world. How do you like how things look currently? This very white theme. Kinda hurts my eyes, honestly. But we'll be dealing with this torturous view all throughout December. At least until after December 25th? Whatever. So, I wanted to make an automatic farm, but as I said in previous episodes, I'm pretty sure that requires a dispenser, not a dropper, but a dispenser. Hold on, I need to check. How do you make a dispenser? Recipe book. How do you make a dispenser? I don't have it unlocked for some reason. Do I need to hold the redstone? Pretty sure I should already have the recipe unlocked, shouldn't I? Nope. I got smooth stone. My inventory is an utter mess. Where do I put everything? It's been a while. That's dirt. I think this is stone blocks. Yes, this is stone blocks. No, this is stone blocks. Stone and stone adjacent. I know, deep slate and stone adjacent, my bad. But these are, I have smooth stone in here. So this must be stone and stone adjacent crafted. So all of these go in here then, right? And then wood, smelted, sand and glass, wood materials, and wood crafted. That's most of my inventory, honestly. I still got the stone sword. I'll just toss you in there with miscellaneous. Sand and glass, smelted and unsmelted ores, mob and animal drops right here. The arrows are candy canes. That's an interesting choice. Plants. Where are the plants? Do I now have a plants chest? Oh, no, it's this one. This is very clearly wool. I just left out some sticks here. This is good enough for now, but still, how do I make a dispenser? Do I need an arrow, right? Well, I know that's part of the recipe. There's a dropper. I don't think a dropper is what I need, though. Mob and arrow. Oh, you know what? I think a dispenser requires a bow, not an arrow. In other words, I'm pretty screwed, ain't I? How much string do I have? Never mind, I'm fine. It's 3 string and 3 sticks for a bow. Sticks are in here. Bow is 3 sticks in a bent pattern with 3 straight string, and now I can make a dispenser. Great, and how do I do that? Dispenser, that's easy enough. Grab my redstone and cobblestone, which is in this chest. Wow, I do not have much cobblestone. With that being said, time for the dispenser. I need to see if this is the one I need. In other words, I need stone, normal stone, and sticks, redstone, I think. So, lever. Oh, okay. Right, so let's see. Let's take this out of my compound to test. I need to see if this is the actual one I'm looking for and I'm not mistaking it for a dropper. There's a bucket of water in here, an arrow, so I have to flip it twice. That's fine. So I'm right. The dispenser is the machine I need. Also, I can make an automatic farm or semi-automatic farm. So, to make this semi-automatic farm, I believe I need to put a platform right here on this composter. Dang it. Oh, that's annoying. Why does such a small drop do that? I think if I get a little platform here and dispense water on this middle block, then it'll fall and spread to the rest of these crops and harvest them for me, I think. Wait, but if I do that, then all the crops would go at the sides rather than in one joined area. You know what? This would take, if I have to set this up the way I think I will have to, then this will take far more dispensers than what I can make with my current materials. So in other words, there's no way for me to harvest this entire farm necessarily. I'll go with the middle block one so then I could walk around the farm and collect everything. But I would much rather it all go into an isolated channel to funnel into a chest, but this is fine. Okay, never mind. So much for an automatic or semi-automatic farm, because I don't know what happened, but when I broke my dispenser with this cursed copper pickaxe, I didn't get the block back. And now I'm down to 1 string and no dispenser. Well, not 1 string, but 2 string and no dispenser, but you get my idea, right? My point is that I lost the machine I was gonna use to make my life easier. Oh, that's rough. Anywho, might as well do some normal farming then. Really expand my sugarcane farm. I'm just gonna go around and harvest all this wheat then while I think of something else to focus this video around other than an automatic farm, because I doubt I'm gonna get another piece of string anytime soon to make a new bow for a new dispenser. So harvesting time it is. Well, I must say I do feel a lot better after some well-rejuvenating deforestation and composting. Anyway, so I've decided on what I'm going to do for this video since my original plan fell through. I still don't know if it's a fault of my own or if the game glitched, or I don't know. Maybe it's a mod I have that just deleted the fallen item, because I do have a mod like that activates every 10 minutes or so. So that's possible too. It's disappointing, but I feel better. And so what I'm gonna do in this episode is build a guard tower. I know it doesn't have any actual practicality. Yeah, practicality. It doesn't have any actual practicality, but I think my little compound here is becoming more and more like an actual compound. And with that being said, it does need some defenses. You know, role play sort of way, that is. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build a guard tower because my compound is starting to look a little bit like a developing village or something. And so I'll just tap into that sort of vision. Why was my screen bouncing like that? Anyway, I'll tap into that sort of vision and build a guard tower. But for now, it's time for me to sleep. The first step is to find a place where I want to put the guard tower. Now, I think it would make sense putting it somewhere here where the pen is, or to put it somewhere like over here where the wall is more accessible. Now, of course, this is only speaking as like a sort of real life thing, because naturally the only mobs able to climb are spiders, and well, no walls are gonna stop them from entering like that. No walls are gonna keep the pests out, so I don't think that would matter too much. I guess it really just comes down to where I think a guard tower would look best. And so I think I'm gonna put it between this sheep pen and my gate right there, because why not? I'm gonna clear out some of this dirt though, because if anything it's in the way. I'll leave this bit, maybe. Yeah, that's fine. So best size I think for a guard tower would be 6 by 6 blocks, because guard towers don't necessarily need to be all that big on the inside. They just need to be tall enough to overlook the entire territory that they're meant to protect. So 6 by 6 would be good. And I already prepped my cobblestone for it. Let's start right here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 2 3 4 5 6. Then I need to fill this in. Stairs are meant to lead into the entrance of the tower, and I initially wanted the stairs to be on this face, but it's 2 blocks off the ground here. I could do a taller staircase, but instead I feel like it would be better to put the entrance right here instead of on the front, because theoretically an enemy could far more easily enter through an entrance that's here than say an entrance that's here, because if the entrance is here, they'd be able to enter without anything seeing them or spotting them if they come from this direction. So, however, if they come from this direction, then they would have to walk in front of the gate, which would make them far more easy to spot. And so this face wins out. This is the face that is going to hold the entrance. Now, of course, I'm going to keep the theme as with the rest of my buildings. So door frame is planks. The frames themselves for the entire building are logs. That's manageable. The walls are deep slate and cobblestone. So I'm pretty sure I got it down. Now it's time for me to build the frame. Wait, actually, hold on. There is one more parameter I need to check, and that is the height. The first floor is 1 2 3 4 5 blocks tall. Okay, that's all I needed to know. 5 blocks tall for each floor. 1 2 3 4 5. Jump down and then do this on each of the other 3 corners. Now it's time to connect the pillars with side beams that are going to mimic the ones for my lightning diversion tower over there. So there's going to be protrusions on the corner blocks like these ones. But time to connect everything, each and every pillar. All right, now this guard tower is going to need to be at least as tall as my lightning diversion tower, which means it's going to be at least 4 stories tall. I don't necessarily need it to tower over the compound, but tower over it enough to see into the compound and the outside of it, if you understand my thought process. And so let's get onto that. How am I going to get up there? I guess I'll just do my usual and scale with water buckets. Time for the second floor. With the second floor's frame done, it's now time to do the frame for the third floor, and it's sunset. So I think I've come to the realization as to why the days seem so short. I believe that in hardcore Minecraft, the day-night cycle is shorter than it is on, say, hard Minecraft, and it's because it's meant to be hardcore, right? It's supposed to be the most challenging game mode in the game, so I think that's why the days seem shorter than what they should be. Anyway, back to the building. It's time for the third floor. This is coming together well. It's not even taking that much time. Yay. Next is the fourth floor frame. It is the fourth floor, right? 1, 2, 3. Yep, okay, it's time for the fourth floor frame. Fourth floor frame. Bit of a tongue twister there. Hey, look at that. That zombie's getting in the festive mood. And I think over there, that skeleton is wearing sleeves. That's full leather gear, by the way. Yeah, this is fine. Totally fine. I don't think they can see me all the way up here. Well, the zombie can. I don't think the skeleton can, though. At least I hope not. If I get shot off, I'm most definitely gonna die. Anyway, to the fourth floor. You know, even though this guard tower is on a different level than my lightning diversion tower, they look like they're around the same height, or maybe they are the same height. Wait, no, nope, okay. So the lightning diversion tower is 1 block higher than my guard tower, which makes a lot more sense now that I'm thinking about it, because that ground level that I started the guard tower on is 1 block lower than the lightning diversion tower's ground level. So of course there wouldn't be much difference in their height if they're the same story height. Oh, look at that zombie. There was a couple other zombies down there as well. It seems as if they have since vanished. Skeleton's gone too. Well, that's all in my favor. It's time to make my way down the tower. Hopefully I can do that without dying, because I think that's a fall distance that could kill me, and not to mention that fact that there's a zombie down there. So let's hope I could make my way down safely. Oh, I'm nervous. Let's try it. Oh, I did it. Oh, I did it. I mean, I failed my water bucket, but I landed. Now, if I jump from this distance, I don't think I will die. And maybe I could even land my water bucket this time. Nope. Okay. Well, at least I didn't die. That was risky. But it's time to sleep. And then in the morning, I could start working on the walls. Time for the walls. So, if I was seeing things correctly, first of all, core frame is simply 2 planks like that, but the walls are bands. See, you got the first spruce band, the second spruce band, and then there's a band of cobblestone. I am misplacing blocks left and right, aren't I? Anyway, a band of cobblestone, and then on top of the band of cobblestone, there's a band of deep slate. This is the pattern that I use with my lightning diversion tower, and I think my auto smelter as well. Oh, that's supposed to be a spruce band, not a cobblestone band. I'm back with a nice warm cup of chicken broth for me to drink, and with materials to continue building. So, of course, I'm going to use a ladder because I hate using stairs. I mean, they look better, but their function is way more annoying to utilize. So anyway, I came back prepared to continue building. I got to make a platform for me to stand on in the second floor so I can continue the wall like this. 1 band, 2 band, all around. And then next is cobblestone band, which is the lower band. I think I may run out of cobblestone by the time this build ends. I'll definitely need to get more of that. I'm also thinking about starting a second mine, because my first one, all of the paths I built down there lead down into a cave. But then again, this is cobblestone we're talking about. I'm pretty sure I've already made a stone mine inside my mine, so I don't actually think I need to make a second mine, do I? Well, let's hope not. That sounds like a lot of work for paltry rewards. And then continue this for these next 2 floors. The walls on every floor are built now, all the way to the top up here. And what is next? I do have doors on me. I forgot to place those down. The next thing I have to do is, of course, as you can see, go through this entire build placing torches. The doors, are they interior or are they exterior? They're interior doors. So they're sunken. Anywho, place these here. Now it's time for the torches. 3 torches on every floor should be fine. I crafted up some slabs to function as windows because I don't actually need proper windows in here, glass windows, but theoretically or hypothetically, if I get raided, I'd need windows I'd be able to shoot out of. And that's where these slabs come in, because fences won't do the trick. Glass panes definitely will not do the trick. In fact, they'll function as a sort of shield, even though in real life, if you shot a window with an actual arrow, then that window is going to shatter. But of course, Minecraft rules. So I just need to go through and add windows to every floor of my lovely guard tower. The only question I have is, will this be enough slabs? I don't know. I may have to make some more, which would mean I'd have to make more planks, which would mean that I'd have to cut down more trees, because I turned all of my other logs into charcoal for torches. So I'd have to cut down more trees if I run out of slabs before reaching the end of the tower, mind you. But I don't think that's gonna happen. There's only 2 more floors left and I still have 20 slabs, although I may be biting my words now. Who knows? I'll tell you if I end up biting my words or not. Anyway, I placed all the windows in the tower and I didn't end up biting my own word. I'm still left with 8 slabs, which I guess would be a victory on my part. Now, time for the walls. These walls are going to function as just that, as walls. But with this guard tower can now also function as a sentry tower. And if you don't know what a sentry tower, it's pretty much a guard tower, but with like bowmen on top in the roost or so, or whatever it's called. And there they sit in case they're ever needed. And that is what a sentry tower is for. Ranged defense. So this will become a sentry tower and it's gonna have a pointed roof. Not like those pointed roofs on my house, but a wraparound pointed roof. A pyramid pointed roof rather than a triangular one. I ran out of walls and I had to go down to get more of them so I could finish this. Carefully place these. Now I need to build upward because now I need to start making the roof, which is gonna start on this band of deep slate here. So I'd have a base to place the stairs on all the way around. And now on their ledges, I start placing stairs all around the edges to eventually form a pyramid roof. At the top of my guard tower, I realized that there's 4 blocks in the center of this tower, which means I'm going to need 4 campfires for my plans. But that also means that this layer I added here will need to be removed for the chimney, because you can't just be trapping all that smoke in the tower, right? But that's exactly what you would do if you just left fires burning down there without any way to release them. So I'm gonna make this chimney 3 blocks tall, and then it's time for me to drop down. Well, actually it's not quite that time yet. I need to add these stairs, make this chimney really look like a part of the build, because it is, although that looks kind of weird. I could get past it though. Now I need to get myself down there without killing myself, ideally. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't kill myself. Nearly did, but I didn't. And then finished my landing. Yep. Oh, I just destroyed a whole bunch of things accidentally. I just replant it. It's all good. I am off my guard tower now. So I need 4 campfires. Over here, I could easily make those campfires. I honestly don't need this much charcoal, but oh well. I'm gonna need these. Well, actually, I don't need those sticks specifically, so I'll make more torches. And now I'm gonna make 2 more campfires because I need 4 of them. But first, time to sleep again. The finishing touches of this tower are these 4 campfires. So my question is, are they tall? Are the smokestacks or smoke effects tall enough to reach out of that chimney and actually show up above the building, or will I have to put hay bales underneath them? Because putting hay bales underneath them sounds like a pain. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to put hay bales underneath them. That's the more painful thing, because it takes 9 feet to make a single hay bale, and I need 4 hay bales. That means I need a total of 36 wheat to make my dream or my ideal smoke height visible, which means I'm gonna have to do some farming off camera, and well, actually maybe not. So I needed 36 wheat. Seems like I'm gonna be able to get enough from this, and if not, I do have bone meal in my composter. I got enough. more than enough actually. Fill all these seeds in there. Yeah, see, 13 bone meal in my composter. I know in the last episode, I think it was the last episode anyway, I used up all the bone meal I currently had at that moment, but I've been composting between clips, so I do have more bone meal at my disposal. I just dropped the wheat in there as well. By the way, did you know you could compost bread? I think I accidentally composted bread at some point in this series and just totally forgot, but even in this video, I accidentally composted some of my bread. I mean, it wasn't part of the video that you could see because the recording was paused, but my point stands. Okay, I need to go back down this level and then break these 4 center blocks. Gotta be careful not to break the campfires along with them. So just place these, and then with these slabs, I could cover that up easy. Please give me my slabs back. And I should be able to see the smoke tower above my tower. That is my hope anyway. Let's see. Oh yes, that's what I wanted. Mission success. Alright, I think it's time to check out. I hope you all enjoy this video and have a good day, night, afternoon, evening, whatever time it may be for you, dawn or dusk. I hope you have a good one. See ya, everyone. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and comment to boost it in the algorithm. And if you vibe with my content and want to see more, subscribe.